It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Titans on EA Sports.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out.
Brandon Gordon alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. There's no quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 104 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running left, it's Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. Fights through him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. For Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. Kaepernick going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11.
Now Kaepernick. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got Granson, his tight end.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw is Kaepernick. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Kaepernick. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
To throw is Tannehill.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Isaiah Wright, the intended target.
And it's third and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To the air again, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now Tannehill.
Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Here's second and 10.
Now Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Wright.
Still going. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On second down.
It's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw, Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Yeah, he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, he shifts past him. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw, Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, Kaepernick. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of...
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
On 1st down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
A check down here for Henry.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. Lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Swung out wide. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Henry. Now they can't bring him down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to power through. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Shifts by him, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Colts. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run it again with Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. 1:55 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Taylor's got the 1st down and more.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
77 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
They run with Taylor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there and make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Kaepernick to throw. Pass complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Trying to punch it in with Taylor.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. To throw is Kaepernick. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Kaepernick.
Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back to throw, Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. Charles, we saw